Hey, True Believers, Englentine here. Something that I've gotten a couple of requests for is to talk about Marvel's The Purge. Now, there's a movie I would go see. Anyway, yeah, so it looks like CB's doing his job. And one of his jobs is to get rid of the dead weight, no matter what the politics are. And it really did seem like Axel Alonso and Tom Brevoort were letting some comics run past their due date just because of the politics. Unfortunately, in cases like America Chavez, they wrote themselves into a corner, Marvel did. They hired Gabby Rivera as a diversity hire. She's a Latina lesbian, and she's going to write America, and she wrote her like a Latina lesbian. So if they do bring in a better writer, if it's not another Latina lesbian, Marvel faces a whole backlash from like the Mary Sue and basically anybody with a website that isn't one of us saying, hey, look at them. They fired her because she's a lesbian. And they don't want that. It's just easier to cancel it. And yes, that is speculation on my part. You know, I don't know the inner workings. I just know that a lot of people like this character and did not like the way she was handled in the book. So if they had just brought on a better team, maybe it would have sold. And the same goes for Iceman. Now, if they had had Iceman in there, and they did a story about Iceman, and they didn't go through the whole Jean Grey conversion therapy, not just of the younger but the older Iceman, maybe that would have lasted. But no, Sin of Grace wanted to tell his story as a teenager with Bobby, who is now 30. And I got to tell you, one of my favorite comments on any of my videos was when I reviewed Iceman, and somebody said, I never had to go to a bookstore to learn how to be gay. Between gay white man Bobby Drake and Latina lesbian America Chavez, Marvel pretty much managed to piss off an entire gay community. And that takes skill. Anyway, Cena wrote a letter, so I figured I'll include it here, read it off. Dear everyone, yep, Iceman is coming to a close. I am supremely bummed out, but was given plenty of notice, and even a Hail Mary or two. Everyone at Marvel has been super supportive, but at the end of the day, Solo? I guess that's trying to say low sales? I don't know. I can't. What is that? One solo? One sols? One sots? Sores? Okay, anyway, X-titles are hard to sell for retailers. Really? Because I do a top 10 all of the time, and X-Men Blue and Gold are constantly on it. Just saying. There's part of me that wants to suggest fans do a Change.org campaign, or rally by hella ordering the first collected edition, but I've had the ride of my life, and the ending planned feels so good. I've noticed since issue 1, this isn't my end at Marvel. So maybe we accept and learn to fight passionately about the things we love. I just don't want you to feel cynical. Apathy will ruin coughing. Coughing? Eve, is that everything? Does this guy, okay, EV, is that an E there? Okay, EV, yeah, everything. All my love to folks who read the book. You dudes and dudettes and all in between. Blah. There's only 2! You got it settled, dudes and dudettes. Doesn't matter how you feel after that. Well, I'm an effeminate man. I'm a tomboy of a girl. Doesn't matter. There's still just 2. Okay, I gave the book everything, and I don't regret anything. Snicked. Senna. Okay, there you go. That was his send-off. There you go. It's not great handwriting, but I guess that's nice of him to write a letter for us. Another book confirmed to get the axe was Generation X, and as I had mentioned before, X-Men Blue and Gold always made the top 10. This one didn't. In all honesty, as the person who had to review this book, I forgot it was out until the next issue came along. Advice to the creative team, whatever next project you get, by all means, try to do something memorable with it. And get some likable characters. Hawkeye was confirmed to be ending with issue number 16, and while I'm not the guy that reviewed Hawkeye, I so detest that Kelly Sue what's-her-name every time I see her in any interview. That I'm not sad that it's gone, but she does threaten that there will be more later. So it's not like we're rid of her. She's far too famous. So she will be on something else. Defenders is on the bubble. Captain Frugal says it's gotten better. I read the first few issues and quickly tossed it over to my brother as quickly as possible so he could review it. It was just boring to me. But Frugal says it's pretty good, so maybe it's worth checking out again. I will say that I heard that Brian Michael Bendis wanted to finish the storyline before he went over to DC Comics, so it's at least going to run that far. After that, it's up in the air. Also unconfirmed as of this recording is Luke Cage. So it's up in the air, on the bubble, whatever you want to call it. It hasn't been solicited. On the other hand, it hasn't been confirmed that it's being canceled. Warriors. Secret warriors. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. The tribe has spoken. Please pack up your knives and go. Your work of art didn't work for us. Your time is up. I have to ask you to leave the mansion. You must leave the chateau. Your tour ends here. You've been chopped. You've been evicted from the Big Brother house. Your dessert just didn't measure up. Sashay away. Give me your jacket and leave Hell's Kitchen. I'm sorry you did not get a rose. You have been eliminated from the race. You are no longer in running to be America's Next Top Model. You're fired. And then we get to the only book that people are going to actually miss, and that's Quinn Poole. It's a funny book. It's entertaining. I hope they don't incorporate her into the regular Marvel U. I would say she works better outside of it, but obviously the sales weren't enough to keep her around, so what do I know on that front? Creatively, I would say. Narratively, she works better on the outside of the MCU. MCU? Excuse me. Or Marvel Universe. But that wasn't enough to sell tickets. And those are my thoughts and ideas and opinions about the big Marvel Purge. What are yours? That's the real question. Is there something on this list that you don't want to see go? Or that you think could have been improved with just a better creative team? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you like this video, you want to see more, click like, click share. You know the drill. Get the word out about the channel. Because I do agree with those people who say I need more subs and views. Oh, also, if you haven't done it already, hit subscribe. But if you are subscribed and you're not getting notified, click that notification bell also, because they probably undid you there. Like to say this is the way we make our living, so if you don't mind, go on over to Patreon. Drop $1 in the till. Links in the description below. Help us keep the lights on and help us keep making videos like this. Like to thank everybody who's already done that. And to everyone, all the true believers who are a little bit ticked off that I associated a cool movie like The Warriors with a crap comic like Secret Warriors, thank you very, very much for watching.
You just got slammed across the face, my friend. You just got slapped. Yes, that really just happened.